Hello, and welcome to The Discriminating Gamer, the board game review show that scared the hair off of Lex Luthor. My name is Cody, and today we're going to take a look at a spooky light card game. I'm talking about Paranormal Investigation from Touch Paper Press. In Paranormal Investigation, 2 to 4 players take on the role of paranormal investigators. That's why they call it that. Anyway, what's going to happen is, first of all, you've got 5 mystery cards, and you're going to lay these cards face down. And they're going to contain things like, say logical explanation, or maybe there's something real going on, but you're going to lay them face down in a row. Next, each player is going to receive a specific character, essentially a role of an investigator to play. And what you're going to do with this character is it lets you look at one of the cards, one of the mystery cards, so you know what's where. It may let you do something else. It's also going to give you a very unique win condition. So you're going to have a very special victory condition that is unique to you. Now, you're going to receive a hand of 7 evidence cards. And these evidence cards have simply numbered cards. They're going to have poltergeist cards, +1 cards, and discredited evidence cards. Now, what you're going to do on your turn is you may be looking for certain mystery cards as part of your victory conditions. You may be trying to get rid of all the cards in your hand. Different things going on. But what you do on your turn is you actually play a card from your hand. And you play it by placing it next to one of the mysteries. Now, initially you want to start with low cards because you can't place any higher numbered cards below the lower numbered cards. If you can't place a card, you have to draw 2 cards. So you want to try to be able to place cards so that you can find these things, but you may also want more cards in your hand, depending on what your conditions are. Now, you're going to be trying to build these numbered cards. Now, as I say, you can't place cards that are lower except the +1 card. You can always place a +1 card next to a mystery. It's always a wild card. Now, you can also place the poltergeist card. And what you do with a poltergeist card is you essentially determine which direction, to your right or to your left, this poltergeist is going to move. And you essentially give 3 of your cards from your hand to the person in that direction, whichever direction you choose. And everybody does the same thing. So you just kind of shift the cards around with the poltergeist card. Now, also the discredited evidence card, what you do is if you play that, you can essentially take one of the cards that's been laid down behind a mystery, the next sequential card that's laid down on a mystery, and discard it. So it just disappears. It goes to a discard pile. And in that way, you can essentially get rid of cards to make them lower so that you can place higher cards on there after it. Now, when these numbered cards add up to 20 or more, that mystery is revealed. And a lot of times when you reveal the mysteries, it's going to trigger somebody's win condition. Depending on the order they come out or how they come out, that can very easily trigger a win condition. But if you've played through all of the cards from the deck and no one yet has won, you essentially reveal the mystery with the highest number of cards next to it. You reveal it, see if that triggers, then the next one, see if it triggers, and eventually somebody's condition will win the game. That, in a very brief nutshell, is how you play Paranormal Investigation. So what do I think of Paranormal Investigation? Well, let me say, first of all, I know some of the guys here at Touch Paper Press who actually created this game. They're good guys. I like them a lot. And I've known some of them through the Board Game Designers Guild of Utah, and they've actually helped me out, given me some great suggestions on a game I've been toying with. And I think they're really decent guys, and I've played some of the stuff that they've brought to the Guild, and I've really enjoyed it. I had not played this game before. I actually kickstarted it, and my name appears in the rule book. It's cool. But I hadn't played the game, so I bought it sight unseen, and I was kind of eager to delve into it. I really, really love the theme of kind of ghost hunters and paranormal investigation. I thought that's just a really fun thing. I like scary games, Halloween games, horror games, and I got a kick out of the theme, and I was really excited to see how well the theme integrates into gameplay. First of all, components. The cards in this game, they're all kind of this kind of sepia monochrome, with the exception of there's some color on the mystery cards, and so I wasn't really thrilled with kind of the way the colors on the cards looked. It was just very bland, very samey, and I know that's kind of what they're going for, but it just didn't quite thrill me. Having said that, there were some of the pictures on some of the cards that were kind of legitimately creepy, and that was kind of fun. That was kind of cool. But generally, I would have liked a little more color, a little more variation from the cards. Gameplay itself. Well, you're given this character with unique win conditions and a few little things. And you also you do have kind of this marriage, I should say, to affiliation and an investigator card, and they kind of work together. So you have some different unique combinations that can come up with the different cards you're playing in the game. And that was interesting. I always kind of liked those varieties, but it seemed there kind of wasn't enough of that. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more variety when it came to those kind of investigator cards and the affiliation cards. Some of the pictures on some of the cards, look. I mean, the pictures were all the same, and I just would have liked a little bit more variety from that. Fundamentally, with my play group, what we found is the game does not offer a lot of strategic choices. There's some, if you know what you're going for, but you don't know what everybody else is going for, and theoretically there are ways you can try to play your discredited cards to kind of take away cards from something somebody else is going for, but it's very vague what they're going for. They may just be playing cards to play cards, not necessarily for a goal. And so that was it was just it's kind of weak. There wasn't a level of strategic choice in the game that we were really hoping for, and consequently the games we played felt really samey. Even though you mixed up the variety of the investigators and affiliations, it just still felt every game kind of played out the same. We had different winners, but it felt like the same experience every time we played. And one of the things you want from a game, when you talk about replay value, it's not just is it fun every time you play it. For me, it's is it different every time you play it? Does it evolve differently? This didn't. This kind of continued to play the same every time we played it. So that was kind of disappointing. Also, it kind of, in a lot of ways, felt like this was a game that kind of played itself. Okay, well, I don't know what to do, so I guess I'll play this here. And okay, I can't really do anything helpful, so I'll just do this here. It was a game that just, like I said, didn't present strategic choices, and it didn't give you the feeling like you were really accomplishing anything in the game, even when you were winning. Now again, I like the guys at Touch Paper Press. I know they've done some good stuff in the past, but this one, it just wasn't there for me. And it kind of pains me to say that I really wanted to like this game. So the discriminating gamer cannot recommend Paranormal Investigation. Good concept, but the gameplay's just kind of not where it needs to be. Thank you once again for joining us today on The Discriminating Gamer. My name is Cody. As always, we ask you to please leave a comment here on YouTube, on Facebook, on Board Game Geek, on our website, thediscriminatinggamer.com. And please like us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube. We are The Discriminating Gamer, and I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Please somebody help me on my feet again. And I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been. Please somebody help me on the solid ground. It's a long time, and I'll be dying. Once a year I wind up in the band.
Put a blue card in now, it screws us.
I'm not going to put a blue card in.
He's going to put a red one.